The Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by CreditSanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It's wrong. They all are. What are you doing about it? My opinion, I've never seen one that's completely accurate. Never. And I know that there was an old 60 Minutes that said about 20% of them have errors. I'm going to say I would love to see one of those 80% that they say has no error. Maybe it's not material or something, but they all have errors. When to consider a cash out refinance is the question. Cash out refinance loan can be a great way to tap some of the equity in your home. However, the costs associated with this type of mortgage loan may give some homeowners pause. If you have a significant amount of equity in your home that you're hoping to use to pay off high interest credit cards, make some in home improvements, or just about anything else you can think of, here's what you should know about a cash out refinance. Cash out refinance is a mortgage loan that replaces your existing home loan, complete with new terms. Unlike a traditional refinance loan, however, a cash out refinance loan allows you to take cash out of your home's equity on top of the original loan amount. For example, let's say your home is worth $300,000 and your mortgage loan balance is currently $100,000. If you're thinking of making home improvements to your home that will cost $50,000, you could use a cash out refinance to effectively take that amount from your home's equity. The new loan will combine the $100,000 balance paid off and the original loan plus the $50,000 you take out in cash for a total of $150,000. The lenders typically require that you maintain at least 20% equity on a $300,000 home. That means your cash out refinance loan cannot exceed $240,000. That limit can vary. Cash out refinance is the only way you can tap your home's equity. Here's how to compare home equity line of credit, home equity loan, cash out refinance loan versus the home equity loan. Both of these loan options give you a lump sum amount up front, which you'll pay off over a set period determined by you and your lender. That said, a cash out refinance loan is a primary mortgage loan, which means that you're only borrowing money from one lender. With a home equity loan, you're taking out a second mortgage from a lender that may not be the same as the one that services your primary mortgage. Instead of one monthly payment, you'll have two. Additional home equity loans are referred to as subordinate loans. This means that if you can't make your payments and the original lender forecloses on the home equity lender only gets paid if there's enough money left over after the original lender sells the home and recoups its loan balance, interest, and fees. As a result, home equity loan interest rates tend to be a bit higher. That said, closing costs on home equity loan are only applied to the amount you're taking out of the equity, whereas with a cash out refinance, you're paying closing costs based on the cash portion and the original loan amount. Some home equity loans may not charge closing costs at all. Cash out versus a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. With a cash out refinance, you're getting a lump sum payment that you can pay back over time. In contrast, a HELOC gives you a revolving line of credit that you can use, pay off, and repeat, similar to the arrangement you have with your credit card companies. A HELOC can be worth considering if you want to access the funds over a long period of time rather than all at once. You'll have a draw period, during which you can take withdrawals for anything you want and pay only interest on what you've borrowed. After that, the repayment period kicks in, during which time you'll make regular monthly payments over a set period on whatever balance remains from your draw period. Another key difference between the two options is that cash out refinance loans can come with a fixed or adjustable interest rate, while HELOC interest rates are almost always adjustable or variable. This means that the rate will fluctuate along with market rates and can ultimately cost you more money. HELOCs may also come with an annual fee, but some don't charge closing costs, giving you fewer upfront expenses. Like home equity loans, HELOCs are subordinated loans, so they may come with higher interest rates than the cash out refinance. Pros and cons of each of them. If you're considering a cash out refinance, it's important to understand both the benefits and the drawbacks. Here's what you should keep in mind. Pros: potentially lower interest costs. You'll generally get a lower interest rate on a cash out refi compared to a home equity loan or a HELOC, and you might be able to get a lower rate than what you're paying on your existing mortgage loan. Access to funds, having a lot of equity in your house is a good thing, but unless you have plans to move soon, you can't access that money without using a cash out refinance or home equity product. If you have some significant expenses coming up, It could save you money compared to a personal loan or a credit card. What's more, there aren't really any restrictions on how you can use your cash out refinance funds. Simplicity, unlike with a home equity loan or HELOC, you'll only have one loan and one monthly payment. The cons, potential for higher monthly payment, closing costs, potential for private mortgage insurance. How a cash out refinance impacts your FICO score. Well, you're going to get a credit inquiry. You're going to have a loan payoff. You're going to have a new loan. You're going to have more debt. That's part of it. Should you consider a cash out refinance? It's a good thought. I'm going to share with you. Yeah, consider that cash out refinance and have it as part of your strategy. Cash out refinance is more expensive than a rate and term refinance. But here's the beauty. Do the cash out refinance now, even though rates are higher. You might even want to increase your interest rate to cover those closing costs and build that in. And then as interest rates come down in a year from now, you're ready to do another refinance and it's not considered a cash out at that time. And you're going to get a lower interest rate. So that's going to help you out big time. Just a thought for you. That's your Credit Matters segment brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It's wrong. What are you doing about it?